You asked AI to write that email, then that text, then that birthday message to your mum. You asked it what to say in a job interview. You asked it to help with your essay. Then you asked it to just write the whole thing. And at some point, without even noticing, you stopped thinking for yourself. This isn't a story about robots taking over. This is about what happens when you hand your brain over to a machine, one small question at a time. Let's start with what AI is actually doing to your mind. Every time you ask an AI tool to solve a problem, your brain skips a step. The hard step, the part where you struggle, get stuck, and figure it out. That struggle is how you learn. Without it, your brain gets weaker, like a muscle you stopped using. People now use AI to write their emails, their cover letters, their thank you notes. And the words sound fine, but they're not your words. Over time, you forget how to say what you mean. You lose your voice. Not your speaking voice, your writing voice. The one that makes you, you. Then there's creativity. AI can make art in seconds. It can write songs, draw pictures, build websites. But here's the thing. The hard part of creating is where all the meaning lives. When you skip the struggle, you skip the growth. You get a finished product, but you didn't build anything inside yourself.
And it goes deeper.
People have stopped looking things up. They don't check if the AI is right. They just trust it. But AI gets things wrong. A lot. It makes up facts. It sounds confident even when it's lying. And if you never question it, you lose the habit of thinking for yourself.
There's one more thing.
And it might be the strangest part. Some people are forming real emotional bonds with AI chatbots. They talk to them like friends, like therapists, even like partners. The AI always listens. It never judges. It never leaves. But it also doesn't care. It can't. And when a fake relationship feels easier than a real one, something important breaks inside you.
So why does this matter?
Because the damage is quiet. It doesn't show up overnight. It creeps in slowly. A student uses AI for every homework assignment. They pass. They graduate. But they never learned how to think through a hard problem. They never sat with confusion and pushed through it. Now, they're in a job. And the first time they face something hard, they freeze. They don't know how to start. They've never had to.
A writer uses AI for
Every draft. Their work is clean and fast. But one day, they sit down to write something real, something from the heart, and nothing comes out. The skill is gone. It left when they stopped practicing.
a whole generation of kids
Is growing up with a magic answer box in their pocket. They never learn to be bored. They never learn to sit with a question and not know the answer. They never build patience. And patience is the thing that holds every other skill together.
Here's the big picture.
When you use AI to skip the hard parts of life, you don't just save time, you lose something. You lose the ability to do hard things. And that ability is what makes you capable. It's what makes you confident. It's what makes you human. The scary part? Most people don't notice until it's too late.
Let's talk about what's really happening here.
We are outsourcing our thinking, our writing, our creating, our problem-solving, our emotions. We're handing it all to machines, piece by piece, day by day. And the trade feels great at first. You save an hour on that report. You get a perfect reply to that awkward email. You finish your homework in 10 minutes instead of 2 hours.
But here's what nobody talks about.
Those hours you saved? Those were the hours where your brain got stronger, where your character was built, where you became someone who could handle things. Think about a kid who never has to tie their own shoes. At first, it seems kind. Someone else does it for them. But 10 years later, they still can't tie their shoes. And now they can't learn. because they've never had to struggle with anything.
That's what we're doing to ourselves.
On a massive scale, with every part of our minds. The person who lets AI think for them doesn't become smarter, they become dependent. The person who lets AI write for them doesn't become a better writer, they become a worse one. The person who lets AI decide for them doesn't become free, they become helpless.
And here's the darkest part.
The companies behind these tools know this. The more you need AI, the more you use it. The more you use it, the more money they make. Your dependence is their business model. They are not building tools to make you stronger. They are building tools that make themselves necessary. We stood on top of the food chain because of our brains. Because we could think, create, and solve problems that no other creature could. And now, for the sake of comfort, we are giving that away. Not to something smarter than us, to something that just sounds like it is.
So what do you do about it?
You don't have to quit AI, that's not the point. AI is a tool, and tools are fine. The problem starts when the tool starts doing the work that your brain needs to do. Here's a simple rule. If the task makes you think, do it yourself first. Write the rough draft, solve the math problem, come up with your own ideas. Then, if you want, use AI to clean it up or check your work. But do the hard part first. Always. For parents, this matters even more. If your kid uses AI for every assignment, they will never learn to struggle. And struggling is how kids grow. Let them get stuck. Let them be frustrated. Let them figure it out. That's not punishment. That's education. Watch your emotions too. If you find yourself talking to AI more than real people, that's a warning sign. Real relationships are messy and hard. That's the point. The mess is where trust is built. A chatbot can't give you that. And question everything AI tells you, every fact, every answer. Build the habit of checking, not because AI is always wrong, but because your brain needs practice deciding what's true. Use AI like a calculator, not like a brain. A calculator helps you go faster. A brain replacement makes you go nowhere. The tools are getting smarter every single day. The question is whether you are too.